Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. Of course, my name is Nick, and here we do talk toys and pop culture of all kinds, and sometimes, just sometimes, we do talk a small amount of shit about other subjects. Over the past 2023, it seems to have gotten a bit smaller and smaller, though. So we've started talking toys, we've talked travel, we talked concerts. It's been a really, really long 2023, and I hope every one of you had an amazing holiday. But today what we're going to do, since it is officially the week after Christmas, is I am going to do a top 10 video. Now, this is just my top 10 pickups of 2023. The figures don't actually even have to be from 2023. It's just the pickups that I've gotten that have been top tier in my book. I mean, it doesn't have to be your top tier. Our opinions can even differ. You can tell me down in the comments below what your top 10 was, or if you like anything that I've gotten out of mine and you think it's part of your top 10. That would be awesome. So if you want to do that, go ahead and leave comments below. This video is open for that, and it's always an open forum for comments on my channel, guys. I have a severe lack of them, so it's time to start commenting. If you watch the show and you like the content, take the time to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you know when I post more, and interact with me, guys. I'm always here and I'm always open for it. But that said, let's go ahead, punch in, and take a look at my top 10 of the year. Alright guys, coming in at number 10 is Elite Series 101 Johnny Knoxville from WWE. Now, this kind of combines two of my favorite things as why it made the list. I mean, how many times do you ever see Johnny Knoxville action figures? This is the only time that I can ever recall. So, the nostalgia is real because I used to watch Jackass a lot, and I used to find those guys super funny. I know a lot of people find them disgusting and outlandish, but a lot of the episodes and pranks were just really funny in my book. And it brings back a lot of really cool memories. And to see it on wrestling years later was absolutely fantastic. I mean, the figure is great. The likeness is absolutely 100% there. This is definitely Johnny Knoxville. So the reason I picked this up, purely nostalgic. The reason it hit the top 10 list is it combines two of my favorite things. Coming in at number 9 is the Beast Kingdom Dynamic Action Heroes, I guess you would call it, 1989 Batman. Now, I know a lot of people have had some problems out of this Batman. They don't like the suit. They don't like the way the armor is glued on. They don't like the way the symbol lifts up from under the wired cape, as you can see here. But, to me, the head sculpt is spot on. The accessories are spot on. The suit has a spot on paint job. It looks like it walked off the screen in my book. And to me, that's what makes a good Batman figure. This guy's not going to get posed around on my shelf a lot due to the articulation limitations. But for me, it's more of a mixed media type statue, I guess you would call it. But for me, it is one of the quintessential Batman figures. And it's from an era that makes me super nostalgic because that was my generation's Batman. Coming in at number 8, we've got the NECA Toys Dinosaurs Ultimate Baby Sinclair action figure. Now, for me, another nostalgia piece, and you're going to hear the word nostalgia a lot in this video, I'm not going to lie to you. Some of these figures aren't the most banger figures, but they made my top 10 list just because they made, you know, my inner child smile. And Baby Sinclair is no different. I have a lot of memories of this little guy sitting in front of ABC's TGIF, and he was hilarious then. He's hilarious now. The nostalgia still holds up. If you guys have never watched the show Dinosaurs, I would highly urge you to get on Disney Plus and watch that. And if you haven't, go ahead and watch the review I did on this figure. I have two of these figures. One of them is unboxed and open on a shelf. This one is the one I've kept in the box just because I haven't put it with my other NECAs. But man, look at this guy. I mean, NECA outdid themselves to produce a nostalgic product. I have Earl on order from Target right now. I'll review him on the channel when he comes in, but man, this guy comes in at number 8, and he definitely does it well. So, again, coming in at number 7, we have the Trailer Park Boys, Ricky, Bubbles, and Julian. I was able to pick these up at my local GameStop, and the show has just been a favorite for a long time. I've watched it, I've watched all the movies, and again, it's a show that's not for everyone, but this is really the closest thing to action figures we have of these guys. So Mezco, Hasbro, anybody, NECA especially, if you are listening, if somebody could snag this property and make me 3 decent action figures of these gentlemen right here, I would be forever in your debt and probably pre-order 2 of each. Alright guys, here is number 6 on my list. I was able to pick him up at a trade with Toy Headquarters in Lexington, Kentucky. I know it's an older product and it did not necessarily come out in 2023, but here we have the NECA Flasher Gremlins stunt puppet. And this thing is absolutely fantastic. I do love Gremlins a lot. Again, a big nostalgia trip for me. So this guy comes in at number 6 because, I mean, look at the detail on this guy. It is absolutely fantastic. He does come posed like he was in the film. So yeah, definitely a banger at number 6, and a big shout out to the guys at Toy Headquarters for that. If you don't know them, they are at Toy Vomit on Instagram and at Toy Vomit on any other social media. And number 5 on my list is the McFarland Toys 1989 Batmobile from the Flash movie. Now, everybody has a lot of problems with the way this Batmobile looks, and I get it. It is gloss black instead of matte. The canopy is a bit bigger than normal and off-colored. The wheels are off-color, yada, yada, yada. But for me, this was still a get the minute I saw it, just because I loved the 1989 version of Batman. Admittedly, I haven't even seen the Flash film. But I'm going to work on that as well. But this is definitely a hit in my book. And also, I mean, I've got the kit from Ramen Toy coming, so we're going to do some modifications to it and repaint it. I know McFarland's done another re-release with it with the 1989 Batman figure, which brings us to our other product. So coming in at number 4, we do have another product, and that is the Warner Brothers 100 and McFarland Toys Batman Cinematic 6-pack. I was able to pick this dude up at my FYE in Florence, Kentucky. As you can see, this is absolutely loaded, and if you're a Batman collector, this is a must, because it has every single Batman from my generation and beyond, minus Adam West. And here we have the Keaton Batman, Kilmer, we've got Clooney, we've got Bale, we've got Affleck, and we've got Robert Pattinson. Plus, it comes with a bat signal that you can change the discs on for multiple eras. And the bat signal actually does light up. It does come with the trade-in cards. And you can actually open this way to display it. So I appreciate McFarland Toys for their work with that. Or you can leave it closed on your display shelf like this. But yeah, number 4 in my book is definitely a banger with the Batman Ultimate Movie Collection 6-pack. Coming in at number 3 on my list is the Mezco 112 Collective Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. As a horror fan, this figure is a must. He comes loaded with a ton of accessories, as you can see here. He's got the blood effects. You can actually change him into the different outfits in the movie. This guy is loaded, plus the chainsaw does have a sound effect. I did a review on him a while back, so guys, check that out. This figure has been an absolute banger for me because I am a huge fan of this film. And coming in at number 2 is the Ringside Collectibles. Ringside exclusive, very nice, very evil Danhausen. Now, this Danhausen does come loaded with accessories. Danhausen is actually my action figure of the year. He's not the pickup of the year, but this is definitely my action figure of the year. Danhausen is absolutely one of my favorite personalities on the planet, and he is one of my favorite professional wrestlers. Danhausen embodies everything that's fun about wrestling, So if you haven't checked him out, check him out on AEW on Wednesday nights. He could be on Collision. He could be on Rampage. Check those shows out as well. AEW has some bomb programming. So, you know, this Danhausen to me was a great, great figure. And, I mean, and just look at this guy. Look at how toyetic this guy is. And coming in at number 1 is the Trick or Treat Studios Ultimate Child's Play 2 Chucky life-size replica. I am a huge, huge horror fan. And to get this replica in my collection was financially painful, but absolutely worth every penny. You guys don't get to see the other side of my collection room very much, but if you look up here, it's mostly horror film related. Most everything I have is horror film related. And I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that or know that or even seen that in the background. But I do have a lot of horror items, and they're buried to the floor behind this NECA stuff. But if you look over here, a lot of things have some scarier objects to them. And if you look up here, the life-size ghoulie, the plant, the gremlin. You look on the shelf over here, and there's several horror icons in the back. What you don't know about me is I'm a huge horror fan. And I've done multiple conventions doing media and met multiple stars from these films. And to me, the horror genre is absolutely wonderful. I remember watching it when I was younger. I remember things scaring the hell out of me then. And then I just kind of fell in love with them from there. But this is the Chucky I had always wanted. And I got him, and he is absolutely fantastic. I mean, if you just look at the detail on this guy, the eyes move, he's fully posable with a wire armature. Every detail is exacting. I was able to pick the hammer up for him at my Spirit Halloween. This dude, absolutely fantastic and blew my mind. If you want one of your own, I would go ahead and find it now, as Trick or Treat Studios is losing the Child's Play license this year. So go ahead and pick that up if you get the chance and you're a horror collector. This guy is an absolute banger, and that's why he is my number 1. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me today and checking out my top 10 pickups of the year. Again, I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday, and I hope your new year is just as good. 2024 is right around the corner. My God, where did this year go? This year has went by so fast, and I've stayed so busy doing things and filming things for this channel and working, and it just seems like you blinked and the year is over. So I'm going to try to do more things to enjoy time next year. We're going to post some more travel videos. I've been invited to several conventions and several haunts. We'll do toy hunts from those. Maybe a few interviews here and there. And, you know, this whole thing of the year and having a YouTube channel has actually opened up a few doors for me as far as getting press and media passes go. There are a lot of local conventions outside the state, things like that have invited me to come do things. So this year, I plan on doing a lot more of that, a lot more travel videos, a lot more concert footage, just some more diverse things on this channel. This channel's not just a collector's channel. I mean, it's primarily a collector's channel, but it's not just a collector's channel. This channel is basically a hodgepodge of things I do in my life. If you come for the collector content, I appreciate it. Whatever you come to this channel for, I appreciate it, guys. You guys are 1 in a million. You guys are legendary. So if you haven't, go ahead and take the time to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post more. And of course, like I said, my name is Nick. I'm going to punch out. Happy New Year, and I will see you later.